Truth is stranger than fiction, they say. What I'm about to share with you may sound like a story, but it's nothing but truth. As I will conclude the story, you will understand everything. You are the best guys with whom such a story should be shared, and I'm sharing it for the first time here. And what I'm sharing with you will be evidenced because there are people who are listening to me. At least one of them stands as evidence of this story. Way back in 1991, the toughest period of my life, a man who lost his family, lost his job in the aspiration of becoming a trainer. I was in Oporesh's house in JP Nagar in 1991. One of the best moments of my life was to stay with my guru. But on the other hand, it was one of the most painful times of my life because walking away from the family, leaving two children, lost all money because everything I had given it away to my wife. So I was penniless. And for last 2 months, I couldn't send any money to the family, and I was in Oporesh's house. That evening, Oporesh was to go out, and he told this man, I'll mention his name at the end because he's listening. This tall man, he used to come and we often used to chat, and Oporesh said, come back sometime, give him some company. He's going to be alone, I'm going to be out. And tomorrow he'll be leaving from Chennai. My ticket was booked in Vrindavan Express in the morning at 7 o'clock. That evening, alone at home, I switched off all the lights. There were 2 photographs of my son and daughter on the table, and I was crying. I was crying boisterously. For a while I felt there was no soil on my feet. What have I done? What is there so great about becoming a trainer? I lost my family, I lost my job, I'm penniless. Oh, what a pain was it that evening, and I was crying alone. And the tall man called the bell. As I opened the door, he looked at my face and said, hey, what's wrong with you? Why have you kept it all dark? Switch on the light. And he switched on the light. And he looked at my face and said, it was such a great guy. Everybody respects you for your energy, for your confidence. What happened, Ashit? Believe me, my friend, when you are in pain and there's someone who is kind, you can't hold yourself. I broke into his chest and I was sobbing. He was so embarrassed. He said, come on, sit down. Tell me what's the problem. And I told him, my friend, I don't know what am I doing here. I do not know. Why should I become a trainer? I lost my job. I lost my family. And my 2 children, they have not done anything. It didn't work out with my wife, so I walked away from the relationship. That's our story. But what these 2 little children have done, I remembered them. I feel very guilty. And I cried. He was speechless. That jolly man was silent. And after a while, Oporesh came. He walked away. I was getting ready in the morning at 6 o'clock because 7 o'clock was my train for going to Chennai in Vrindavan Express. I saw this tall man coming with his wife 6 o'clock in the morning. And he said, Rashid, with his brilliant, glorious smile, he said, I'm going to see you off. He was driving the car. I am on his side and his wife at the back. I felt a small touch at the back of my shoulder. And it was this lady talking. And you know what she said. Verbatim, I'm reporting to you. Ashidda, you are a tremendous fellow. I heard from my husband that you are in pain. Please treat me as your sister. Listen to me. Look, we have enough and we have some surplus. God is kind. But you are suffering. It's so painful. What I'll give you, you must accept it. No words. And promise you will not open before the train starts off. I still remember that day at the end of 1991. The couple bidding their hands from the railway station, and on the window side I was bidding by hand. I didn't know what's there in the packet. As the train sped off, I opened the packet. I found 15,000 rupees. I needed that money, my friend. I sent the whole money to my family. I could repay that money easily, but I didn't. You know why? Some gratitudes need not be returned and should not be returned. The persons to whom you are grateful are there, and you are here. I want to be here. Kamlesh Desai, you are one of the greatest souls I found in Milt, a gift of Apureshacharya. I'm sorry, without your permission, I'm sharing this story. Because who else are entitled to listen to this except Miltonians? Because it is Milt who has created such wonders in this world, such magics. Kamlesh and Veena, you always live in my heart. All these years since 1991, I have not spoken about this. I don't believe in birthdays. I was born on the 8th of July, 1951. I avoid celebrating birthdays because I always feel that small me was born and the big me was never born. I don't want to settle for the less, so I don't celebrate my birthdays. I have to because I got hundreds and thousands of students who just pump in and take me out and cut cakes. I don't like it. But today, if you like, I would say, yes, it is my birthday, not because I was born on the 8th of July. It's because on 8th of July, I had the opportunity to reconnect with Kamlesh Desai. After 1991, I have not met him. And I spoke to him for 30 minutes today. And the same glorious guy said, when are you coming, Ashit? You got to come and stay with me. My dear friends, life is a wonderful place. There are angels who come when you expect the least. And that's the reward of the Mother Nature. There are many Kamleshes who have come in my life. But Kamlesh and Veena are special because those were the days when I had nothing. I had lost all hopes. And that kindled that light with this little contribution in my life. I'm happy to share this with you. I'm sure you guys are going to vibe with my emotions. Thank you very much for listening. And thank you, Kamlesh. I know you are in the group. And I'm sure you would be listening. All the very best to you and Veena. I'll make it a point to meet both of you now when I go to Bangalore. All the very best to you guys, Miltonians. Take charge.